Ba-dum-bum. Oh my goodness, there you are. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let's dig right in. I want to do the coding challenge, and it's my first time, so how do I learn and where do I get started? Referencing the site as we go. This is the main entry point, and I'm here to play the demo. Cryptic challenge. Morse code. Morse code used in telecommunication to encode text characters as sequence of dots and dashes, each character represented by a unique combination of short and long signals. 1840s. All right, interesting. SOS is encoded as dot 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 dash 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 dot dot dot. Okay, okay. If we scroll down just a little bit, we see the warm up. So I'm going to take, let's read it. A coding challenge warm up. An example of what you might run into during your coding challenge. Morse code. Please find the cipher key and ciphertext have been provided at the endpoint below. Use the key to decrypt the hidden message and test it against the answer API. During a competition, several puzzles will be presented and multiple participants can work to complete them before time runs out. If multiple participants are able to solve the same number of puzzles, a second data set can be released for a race the final distance. All right, first API, check answer API. So I'm going to copy this one. All right, and it looks like we have a cipher key, which is going to give us what each of those unique combinations of dots and dashes. And down here, it looks like we have a cipher text. So we should be able to crawl through this text, look up each respective value in the key here, and turn it into a letter. So dot dash, I happen to know, is letter A, dot dash. All right, all right. And then once we think we have the correct answer, we're going to go to this endpoint and provide that answer to see if we are in fact correct. Also just a get using the query string to pass in those values. Your answer here is false. All right, all right. Okay, I feel like I know where we're headed. Let's dive into a little bit of code. I'm gonna play with some C# today, and a little .NET Run should say, hello world. Cool. I like to think, then lift a little bit. So first I want to read the payload in. Look up each letter to convert the cipher message. Publish the answer to the answer API. All right, that kind of feels like where I'm headed. And I think we want... All right. Let's make this real. All right. So now we're going to need one a little better. All right, I think we might be able to run this. Ah, that is true. Um, all right, cool. We got a payload. And we know that it is a cipher key with found and substitute and a cipher text as a string. So let's cook those up real quick. And that was found and substitute. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Cool. So this could now be okay. So in theory, the payload is now a fully hydrated object. Let's see. We got our text, but our keys are unhappy. Our payload is, let's just cipher text, cipher keys. This needs to match the name. We could overload that, but let's see. Cool. Let's go back and do what we want. Maybe we did want this to be cipher keys. We should be able to something like that. So we just told the parser, hey, if you happen to run into this in JSON, this would be the map we'd like to make. So that's cool. Then we get to kind of do what we want there. All right, so that feels like we are about how? Find each word and letter in the ciphertext for each word in Morse code payload dot ciphertext split on space. Nope. Split on slash for each var letter in word dot split on space. Buffer, let's see, Morse code translation. And we could say, do the right thing here, more than 7 little loops. Morse code translation dot append. And we're looking for Morse code payload dot keys select default where found equals letter, and we want to select substitute. So that's fine. And between words, we're going to need a little space. Okay. Let's see where we landed. That didn't work at all. Let's see here. I just need to not overthink it. Found is dot dash. Letter should be dot dash. What do you see? What's going on here? One of those could not be looked up. Feel like we got the right answer, but I don't like that sometimes is coming through. So let's see. And where it explodes would be what it was trying to look up. Dash, dash, dot, and then empty. Okay. So there must be a moment in this payload where maybe we have an extra space. That is interesting. Or maybe that leading space is probably causing us a little trouble. But that's all right. That's all right. That feels good. And I think if we did it right, push it to the answer API. Let's see. We're going to push the URL and the answer. All right. And now we need to say, okay. Then I suppose. Hey, we solved Morse code. Oh, clearly moving to the next puzzle and realizing if we haven't already, we're going to have to grow this. We're going to have to keep growing this until it can solve 4, 5, 6 puzzles and continue to be able to resolve them, right? A lot of pressure is going to start coming in to rethink how I've solved these problems and where I'm organizing my code around these problems. But I'm not unhappy. A little bit of cleanup, perhaps. I think this should come out. And I like to just pretend like I've created whatever the thing is I think I'm about to or should create. And then we actually go and write the thing. So this is going to return a string. It's going to be called decrypt Morse code. It's going to take a cipher payload. And all right, that feels pretty good. Should be able to pull out all our little scaffolding now. And There you go. This is our execution. Feels pretty good. Here's behavior. Feels pretty good. Make sure my refactoring didn't break anything. Like a nice little test should. And we solved Morse. I hope you've had a good time. I hope you're looking forward to bringing whatever programming language you have. We're going to get through this Morse code warm up together. Then we get to move into the actual application hiding over here is ready to go. And the very first challenge is that Morse code challenge. So you'll just update your code with these API endpoints for your account, and you'll be right in and ready to roll. And we're going to move through all of the challenges. Oh, I'm excited. I hope to see you on the line. Looking forward to having you to code with. It's all just for fun. See you soon. Cheers. Ta-da.